Hey, Unquin. How's it feel to be living in the shadow of your younger sister? Must be a blast lounging around all day in your sweats, glued to your computer in your sad little room. By the way, how ancient are you now? Like, hitting the big 4-0, right? And let's not forget, you're not even married. No kids to show off. Just a useless drain on society, huh?
Huh? Trinity, what's going on?
How the hell do you live like this? Aren't you even remotely ashamed of yourself? It's mind-boggling how you can be so utterly pathetic and not feel an ounce of embarrassment. Get your act together, loser.
No. What's your problem?
My problem with you is that you're sucking the life out of my parents and me. Can't you see that you're nothing but a gloomy cloud hovering over your family? You're a burden, an annoyance, a useless waste of space. And let's not even get started in your stench, which reeks worse than a dumpster. Get lost and take your foul odor with you.
Trinity, what the hell? I haven't done anything to you. Why are you talking to me like this?
You really think you haven't done anything to me? Ha! Just take a moment to imagine what it's like having a sorry excuse for an aunt like you. I'm in my senior year, a crucial time for planning my future, discussing college options with my guidance counselor. But no, I have to deal with your lazy, worthless presence right here under the same roof. Do you have any clue how much it messes with my young mind to witness an adult like you who can even be bothered to make an effort in life? Pathetic, just pathetic.
I think you're reaching for something that's just not there. I honestly don't see how my way of life has anything to do with your studies.
Do you honestly believe you're some kind of shining example for young women? No job, no place to call your own, not a damn thing to your name. I can't believe how life can go so spectacularly wrong for someone like you.
I enjoy my life, and I do work very hard, Trinity.
Nuh-uh, you don't work. The reason you can afford rent is because you're too damn lazy to work. That's why you're leeching off my parents like a blood-sucking parasite. Look, it's one thing to ask for help when you're in a tough spot, but it's a whole other level of scumbaggery when you don't even bother trying to fix your sorry situation. Get off your lazy ass and start taking responsibility for once in your pathetic life.
Look, Trinity, I don't appreciate the language. Why would you think that I don't work?
Mom told me. She said you tried working at a big office but couldn't hack it and bailed. It's been years since then. Apparently, inside it was your oh-so-convenient excuse. But let me tell you something, champ. Everyone gets anxious, but they suck it up and move on. So what's your deal? Are you just plain lazy, or what? My parents must be enabling you or something.
Oh wow, your mom really said that? I can't believe it. What was she thinking? I actually work from home, selling some really cool designed products online. It's been keeping me busy and I'm enjoying it. Now, let's talk about anxiety. It's definitely not an excuse, but I want you to know that things have been going well for me since I quit my job. I've been taking care of myself and finding ways to manage it. So, yeah, I'm doing all right, despite what your mom might think.
Right, you're working online. Just like every other welfare scamming lazy couch potato out there, right? You can slap whatever fancy title you want in yourself, but let's be real here. It's high time you get a real job, don't you think? Get off your lazy butt, step out of that door, and keep going until you actually land a job, you good-for-nothing slacker.
So you don't believe me? Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, but you need to watch your language. I'm your aunt. You've got quite a potty mouth on you. You weren't like that when you were little. Trash talk isn't very attractive.
What's the problem? I'm just trash talking you trash? I have no idea what my parents are thinking, letting you stay. I was like, oh, Auntie Quinn is going through a tough time and it's crucial for us to be there for her and help her recover as a family? Yeah, right. You're freaking 40 years old for crying out loud. Time to move on and stop wallowing in self-pity. Do us all a favor and get the hell out of here. Find something meaningful to do with your sorry excuse for a life, or just give up and save us the trouble. Honestly, it wouldn't make a difference if you dropped dead.
Trinity, I don't know what's going on with your crazy teenage brain, but you have no right to talk to me like that. I don't need this hostility. If you're so concerned about your future and going to college, why don't you go study?
I would if I didn't get a big piece of garbage distracting me. You're going to affect my grades, Aunt Leech.
Don't blame me for your grades. I've had enough of this attitude from you.
No, I've had enough of you. You need to understand you've overstayed your welcome and are a negative presence in our house. So you and Mom are sisters. There's only so much you can take from family until they say no. I'm saying no more.
Okay. So what are you saying?
I'm saying get out. Move out of my house today. We don't want you here.
Oh, alrighty then. I'll do that.
Huh? You're moving out?
Yup.
Wow. Thanks. I'm glad I said something. That was easy.
Well, you didn't give me much choice. I don't want to live under the same roof as an antagonistic niece.
Whatever. You're moving out. See you never.
Okay, Trinity. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Sydney, you got a sec? I've got something on my mind and I need to chat with you. So, I've been contemplating taking off for a bit. You know, escaping to some sunny beach destination.
Huh? Quinn? That was sudden. Any reason for this sudden adventure?
Well, your adorable little daughter unleashed her fury on me today, calling me a worthless trash bag and a freeloader for your family. I'm scratching my head, trying to figure out where on earth she could have picked up such a notion. She also straight up denied that I work from home. So, Sydney, any idea where she's got this twisted impression of me?
Oh, I'm sorry about Trinity. She's been a little on edge lately. The college application process is really stressful.
I don't care how stressed out she might be. But here's what's bugging me. Why on earth would she think I don't work and that you and Marcus just graciously took me in? Sydney, what's the deal? Did you go and tell her I was mooching off you guys?
I had to, sis. I'm really sorry, alright? Trinity has been going through a tough time lately. And well, I didn't want to add to her stress, since she's dealing with her family's money mishaps. She's got a lot on her plate, you know? And she asked me why you were staying with us. I just blurted out the first thing that popped into my head. My bad.
So the first thing that came to your mind was to make me a lazy bum who doesn't bother looking for a job for 2 whole years? You couldn't have come up with something better than that? She straight up believes I'm a total loser and threw every mean she could think of at me. That kid's got a serious potty mouth, you know? I mean, we were pretty wild as teenagers, but she takes it to a whole new level.
She's just going through a lot lately, Quinn. That's all the sleepless nights and stress. I'm sure she'll calm down.
No, this was way beyond what I'm comfortable with in my own home. You haven't forgotten this is my place, right? I'm only letting you crash here because Marcus got laid off when his company downsized. But it's been almost 3 freaking years now, right? And he hasn't managed to land a single job? I gotta say, that's hard for me to believe.
It's not that he hasn't found a job. He hasn't found the job. He's a very qualified man, and this is our future we're talking about. We have to be cautious about what he decides to dictate himself to. He needs something to keep him motivated.
Sydney, At this point, money should be enough motivation. You really think it's reasonable he hasn't worked in over 2 years?
He's working on it. You know there's a recession. It's really hard to find good work.
Yeah, so maybe a job is better than no job, don't you think? Anyway, I was being understanding about your situation. I honestly didn't mind helping you guys out for a while. But Trinity, I'm no longer comfortable living with that belligerent teenager. She practically told me I was better off dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Quinn. I'll talk to her.
You fix this. Talk to Trinity while I'm gone. Explain to her the truth that I do work, that this is my house, and you guys are the ones living here rent-free. She needs to change her attitude by the time I come home, or this arrangement is canceled. You guys can all find somewhere else to live.
What? You're kicking us out?
If Trinity's going to act the way she just did, yes. She was unhinged, Sydney. Who knows what she might do? I don't need this kind of crap. And for what? Trying to help my little sister and her family? You all can get out.
Okay. I'll tell Trinity the truth. She'll behave.
2 weeks. I'm giving you exactly 14 days to fix your stupid lie and bratty daughter or you're out. Got it?
Okay, Quinn.
Hey, why don't you shut your trap, you pathetic loser? The rest of us actually have important things to do. I'm busy studying, unlike you. Quit causing such a damn commotion and get the hell out of here. We don't want your sorry ass around.
Trinity, my key isn't working. Can you come down and open the door for me?
No, we don't tolerate moochers around here. You're not gonna get what you want, so just quit trying and get the hell out already.
What? Trinity, didn't your mother talk to you about me? You were supposed to change your attitude.
Huh? All I know is we finally managed to kick you out of the house. There's absolutely no way I'm letting you slither your way back in. And guess what? Mom's sick and tired of your sorry existence too. She even went ahead and changed the lock so you can sneak your way back in. You better scurry off before the neighbors mistake you for a burglar and dial 911, loser.
Your mom told you that? Sydney, what the hell is going on? Trinity still thinks I'm a moocher and you changed the locks on the door on me? What are you thinking?
Hey, Quinn. You know, I thought about talking to Trinity, but it's just not going to work. It's so much easier to have you leave. So I decided we're going to live here, and you can leave. And Trinity will be none the wiser. Everything works out.
Are you kidding me? This is my house. Open this door right now, Sydney.
Nope. Sorry. This is the way it's gotta be. It's our childhood house. I have every right to be here.
The house was my inheritance. I got it renovated too. This is outrageous. You think you can just change the locks and kick me out? Sydney, this isn't funny. You better let me in right now.
Ha 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 ha. You know, my friend told me something really interesting the other day. So she's going through a nasty divorce with her husband. It's bad, like real bad. And they're fighting all the time. They have a kid too. They were living in a house in Midtown, but the guy left. Get this. The lawyer said now the husband can't go back into the house. If he goes into the house without her permission, he'd be breaking and entering.
Okay. So what?
Well, the same thing applies here, doesn't it? You took off. You abandoned the house. So we're the ones left living here. So if you were coming back into the house, That is breaking and entering. That makes us the homeowners, right? This is our property now. You can go find somewhere else to be.
What? You're serious? You're just going to take over my house? Do I need to call pest control?
Oh, good one, Quinn. Haha. Well, bye. Have a good life. Thanks for the house.
Shut up, Sydney. You're not getting away with this. I'm warning you. Just quit this nonsense so that I don't have to pummel you.
I'm so scared. What are you gonna do? You can't even come into the house. I put all your stuff in boxes and put it on the back porch. You can take it and get the hell out of here. You better go find a new place to stay. Off you go now.
Well, I'm glad I sold the house so quickly. That was a good move.
What?
I sold the house. The paperwork is all signed, so the new owner should be by soon to move in.
Huh. What are you talking about? You can't sell this house.
Why not? It's my house. I can do whatever I want. It's good you packed my stuff already. I'll take it and move into my new place. You'd better find a new place ASAP. The owners will call the cops if you're still living in their house.
How are we supposed to move out? Besides, you said we have 2 weeks to talk to Trinity. You already sold the house? This is crazy. We can't just go. You know we're here because we needed your help.
Uh-huh. So that's why the first thing you said to Trinity after I left was, "Good job getting rid of the mooch." You had no intention of telling her the truth, did you? You even celebrated me leaving. You're out of your mind, Sydney.
How did you know about that?
I bugged the place. I left a bunch of listening devices all around the house before I left. I know everything.
Everything?
Calling the locksmith to change the lock on the door literally minutes after I left? That was cold. And I heard you call a ton of friends bragging to them how you finally got your own house. Pathetic.
That's so disgusting. You were listening in on us? What's wrong with you?
No? What the hell is wrong with you? Try to screw me over after everything I did for you guys? I cannot believe you would go this far. Anyway, after I heard what you were up to, I left and I decided to sell the house. Live free, go where I want, do what I want to do. And yeah, no moochers. It was so smooth I couldn't believe it. So yeah, that's the end of that. You're going to have the house empty within 7 days.
7 days? Quinn, you know we can't do that. If we had the money to live on our own, we wouldn't have asked you for help in the first place. Obviously, what are we supposed to do? You're just going to kick us out on the street?
You should have thought about that before lying to your snotty little daughter and scheming to steal my house. Jig's up, Sydney. Get out of my house. You got a week.
Aunt Quinn, why won't you take me in? Don't you have any compassion? I'm your niece. Why are you doing this to me? I was lied to.
Huh? Trinity, what do you want?
Aunt Quinn, please let me move back in with you at your place. This place we moved to is disgusting. I didn't know the house was yours. Mom lied to me. I really thought you were just, staying at your house rent-free. So it's not my fault. You can understand that, right? So you shouldn't be punishing me.
You want to move in with me? How convenient.
Really, Aunt Quinn? This apartment we moved into is unlivable. There's cockroaches everywhere. It's so noisy. The hallway stinks like weed and it's scary. I don't want to live here. How am I supposed to study in a place like this? I swear, if I don't get out of here, I'm not going to get into college. Then what am I going to do?
It's a big complex, right? Lots of families live there. I'm sure you and your parents can make it work.
I don't know. Dad didn't have a job. I heard Mom say we don't even have enough money for groceries. Aunt Quinn, don't you feel bad for me? I was lied to, and now I'm being punished for believing what my parents told me. That's not fair. Come on, give me a break.
So you think I should let everything go because you didn't know I owned the house or that I had a job?
Yeah? How was I supposed to know? I'm just a teenager, Aunt Quinn. I believe my parents when they tell me something.
Uh-huh. Believing something to be true is not an excuse to relentlessly antagonize people, though, is it? I don't think what Sydney told you justifies you calling me a leech and a mooch, a worthless drain on society, or anything else you said. There was so much I can't remember at all. That was a choice, Trinity. You were trying to hurt me, right?
Well, it was on the moment, you know. I didn't mean it. I had no idea you were doing so well. You know, I'm talking to my guidance counselor about how I see myself in the future, and I think I could learn a lot from you. You are independent, a homeowner, and you have your own business online. That's amazing.
Oh, Trinity. That's too little, way too late. I'm surprised you can change your attitude towards me so suddenly, but it's not going to work with me. You did what you did. I'm not forgetting about it or letting it go.
Aunt Quinn, this isn't fair. I don't deserve this. You know, I might not be able to study at all for the SATs. Maybe I won't get into colleges for real. Would you feel terrible if that happened?
No, not really. In fact, I'd say it serves you right for blaming everything except yourself or not doing well in your studies. Stop blaming me for not being able to study and stop blaming your parents for being a major brat towards me. You'd better work hard if you want to make something of yourself and get yourself out of the dump you're living in.
What? You're really just going to abandon me? I'm a victim too.
You're no victim. Stop making excuses and do what you need to do. If you want to go to college, do the work. If you want to be a moocher like your mom and dad, then that's probably the best route to go. You've got to make the effort, Trinity. Good luck.
Quinn, please. I need your help. I'm sorry about everything. Please let us move back in with you again. I'll do anything. Really? What do you want me to do?
Sydney, I thought I told you not to contact me. What's going on?
Trinity is going crazy. Ever since she found out the truth about you, she's been impossible to deal with. She won't talk to us. She won't eat with us. Yesterday, she took a chair and tore through a wall. If the landlord finds out, they're gonna kick us out. Do you want us to be homeless? It's not like we have the money to patch it up either. We can't live like this. Please, Quinn, let us move in with you. I'm guessing you got a nice place.
Yeah. I got a condo overlooking the bay. I love it. Should have made the move a lot earlier. But Trinity is not my problem. I don't see why you thought contacting me would help you.
We're sisters. We had a fight, but we love each other, right? You're not going to let us rot in this hellhole. I'm sure we can get back on our feet once we settle in at your place and Marcus finds a job. What do you say?
No. I'm done helping you and your ungrateful, self-centered family. I have this whole place to myself and I'm not sharing.
Really? You think that's fair? We live in a cockroach-infested hole in the wall, and you live in a luxury condo by the waters? Seriously, Quinn. No decent person would treat family like this. What would Mom and Dad say, huh?
A decent person, huh? That reminds me. I know about Elijah, Sydney.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Elijah?
Elijah? The guy you're cheating on Marcus with? The listening devices were a real good investment. I know all about your affair, Sydney. You have the nerve to bring your boy toy into my house? Unacceptable.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you know about that. It doesn't mean anything. He's just a guy I met at the gym. It's just stress relief, you know? You're not going to tell Marcus about him, are you?
I don't know, Sydney. Maybe I should tell him what his wife is doing behind his back. He deserves to know, right?
No! Elijah doesn't mean anything. I don't want to get a divorce. I am not going to ruin my family. I was just blowing off a little steam. Please, Quinn, don't tell Marcus. It'll crush him. I don't want to hurt him.
Then you shouldn't have cheated on him, huh? But fine. You know what I want in return for not telling Marcus, right?
Yes. You don't want me to contact you?
I don't want you to contact me ever again. And who's the moocher again?
We are. Marcus and I are the moochers. I'm sorry, Quinn. Please don't tell him.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad we got that straight. Bye, Sydney. Since our last conversation, I haven't received any messages from Sydney or Trinity. It's actually been quite peaceful now that I have the place to myself. I've heard through mutual friends that Trinity has been getting into some trouble. Apparently, she's been trashing the apartment when she loses her temper, getting involved in drugs, and hanging out with a questionable crowd. It's gotten to the point where the police have picked her up a few times, and the landlord even sent them an eviction notice due to complaints from other tenants. As for the lovely couple, it seems Marcus is still clueless about Sydney's secret lover, Elijah. However, I recently overheard someone else in my house without my permission, and it was quite a shocker. Turns out, Marcus has been having an affair too. I caught him sneaking a woman in while Sydney was out. I haven't told anyone about this, and I don't plan to. That couple clearly has their own set of issues, but I'm done trying to help them out.